Salt Lake City man is calling for stronger punishments after he says two men spend more time squatting inside his home than they did sitting in jail.
Bruce Baird says that while he was on vacation last spring, he found his home had been broken into by the men who were using his things. That's according to Baird. The men were immediately released from the jail, though, after their arrest.
Yeah, today he called upon the Salt Lake County Council to do something about it. Darby Sparks was there and joins us live tonight with his story.
That's right, Mark. Heidi. Baird said that he watched from his phone as two men were caught on security camera burglarizing his home. And he made his case in front of Salt Lake County Council this afternoon that more funding is needed in local jails in order to hold the criminals that stole from him responsible.
Bruce Baird says that in late spring, he got a notification that two homeless men had broken into his house while he was on vacation.
I watched the criminals in my house, sitting there watching my TV and eating out of my refrigerator.
Baird says they went as far as to shave with his razors, wear his clothes, and buy things with his credit cards. Upon calling Salt Lake City police, Baird says the men were immediately arrested and taken to the county jail on felony burglary charges. But due to the jail's pretrial services program, allowing them to be released before their court date, Baird says they didn't stay there long.
They literally were let out of jail probably before the police actually finished doing their paperwork.
Which is why he came before the county council Tuesday afternoon to demand more accountability for holding criminals responsible for their crimes.
You need to fund the jail better. You need to manage the jail better. You need to instruct pretrial services that criminals should not be getting out of jail that fast.
During the public comment period, he claimed that the county is doing its citizens a disservice by allowing criminals to be released without the consequence of having to wait for their court date, and that the county needs to provide more funding so that they can afford to house criminals longer.
The problem has become that the homeless know that it's essentially a get out of jail free card. They don't spend any time in jail. This isn't like a little littering. They broke into my house. They spent more time in my house than they spent in jail.
As is common during a public comment period at a council meeting, the county council did not immediately respond to Baird. According to Baird, the detective working his case said that people are increasingly not spending time incarcerated unless they commit violent crimes.
I reached out to the Salt Lake City Police Department to ask about whether criminals are being released too soon after they're being arrested, and if they feel it incentivizes more illegal behavior. They denied to comment and said the jail time is up to the courts. In Salt Lake City, I'm Darby Sparks, KUTV 2 News.